Srinivas Rao, sir.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, shall we wait for 2-3 minutes? 28 participants have joined till now. So
Sure, sir.
generally
Sure,
it is
sir.
about 45-50 sir strength. Shall we wait for 2-3 minutes or shall we start?
We shall wait, sir. We will wait.
Okay, sir. Just after 2-3 minutes, I will come back, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Sir, now the strength is 30. So let us start, sir. They will join as we are going ahead.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Shall I start, sir?
Yeah, please, sir. Please.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Good afternoon to one and all. A warm welcome to fifth and final day session of this online 1-week faculty development program on advancements in construction materials and practices. Now I take a privilege to welcome today's speaker, respected engineer Nandika Srinivas Rao sir. He is going to explain on next generation concrete. Before start the session, let me introduce the speaker. Engineer N. Srinivas Rao is currently working as Regional Head Technical Services, Ultratech Cement, Telangana Region, and Honorable Secretary of ICI Hyderabad Center. He has 23 years of experience and worked in different geographies to develop technical team to enhance the good construction practices, efficient utilization of cementitious products to promote green concrete in Rayalaseema region. Involved in more than 500 product mix designs with optimized usage of cement replacing with other cementitious products. Trained more than 10,000 masons, site engineers, consultants, and practicing engineers in cement chemistry and usage. Organized 1,000 skill development programs for semi-skilled laborers to promote good construction practices. Visited tsunami affected area in 2004 as expert advisor on behalf of cement industry, promoted earthquake resistant technology using cost effective materials. He has published several technical papers in international journal on concrete and alternative materials. Regarding his education, he completed his BE in civil engineering from Andhra University in 1999. Sir, thank you very much for accepting our invitation. And now I welcome you to proceed with the session. Dear participants, all the very best to all of you and happy learning.
Yes, sir. So very good afternoon to all. And it is also a privilege for me. In fact, it's a great privilege to be with you all for this technical knowledge sharing presentation on afternoon. That too, at the end of the program, last days of our program and afternoon. So it's a big challenge for anybody, like when you're concluding the program at the end, and that too in the afternoon, many people will be actually almost all they will be closing the day, and they will be moving towards their places because being a weekend also. However, I will try to restrict the presentation. I'll try to make it more useful to all the audiences here. Sir, before I start, I would like to request that what is the idea, means like what is the audience, like all are from
All
academic
are,
side?
sir, all are faculties of different various engineering colleges, sir.
Okay, sir. So thank you, sir. So
Okay.
having such a background, it's very important us to know that both the academic wise and also the practice wise, it's a need of our for all the fraternity of the civil engineering. Right now, today, when we are seeing the advancements in civil engineering, right from materials to the artificial intelligence and so-called technology wise, there is a need that as a faculty members of all the institutions should come forward and understand what industry is requiring. Today, when as a cement industry, if you say that see the context, if you have been reading the news or going through the articles, you see there is a lot of consolidation is happening in cement industry, and every company is trying to make their position in industry, which means that there will be a lot of opportunity for a young civil engineers uh, directly to be employable with industries. Now, the employability is very important. People know that how employability required. But as an industry, people are expecting that they want more of ready-made engineers to the field. So it is our duty as a faculty members and the teaching uh, the teachers and lecturers and professors here that apart from your theoretical knowledge, what industry is seeing and how industry is progressing, uh, that is important. So I have made my presentation on this context only. So I have chosen this topic called next generation concrete, which is very important and it is a need of our also. So I'll just take it forward, sir, and if you can allow me to share my presentation, yes, I
Sir,
can.
I already made you as co-host, sir. Please share your PPT.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. One sir. Yeah. So I think it is visible. Share somehow. Okay. Share. Yes. So I will start. Yeah.
Yes, sir. It is
Okay.
visible.
It is moving now. So I
Yes, sir.
welcome from Ultratech Cement. Basically, I worked in uh, because I was working in Ultratech Cement also last 20 years also, and I worked in sites also. So from welcome, I also welcome from Ultratech Cement and move forward. This is, I understand, this invitation we received uh, for the program, and thanks to college for giving this opportunity. So this slide, basically, when we refer this slide, basically, if you see, now the industry is moving towards the solution offering pattern where we customers or clients are asking that we want this specialized concrete based on the requirement, necessity, and economic basis. So here I'm trying to give you this platter or maybe a offering of a concrete solution which represented like this in a tray. We are giving this solution to the customer right now. It's a concrete where if you see that it's a fiber concrete, fiber reinforced concrete basically. It is the pictorial graph. So moving forward, if you see the next generation concrete refers to the formulation and that enhance the performance. And based on so many parameters, based on the economic design to meet the challenges in the construction and sustainability part is most important right now when we are going for the carbon footprint, net zero buildings, and which is essential now. So the next generation concrete from the conventional concrete is moving towards this direction. And we are also trying to manufacture or make some recipes for the next generation. If you see this slide, if you see this particular slide, I want to see, just want to throw a glimpse of on the world where the world is moving towards the construction pattern. And if you see the consumption of the cement, if you see really, the average per capita consumption of the so-called or developed countries is far more higher than India's per capita consumption. Average it for the world is 262 and India is 100. So if you move into this direction, there is an absolute requirement of today when we are marching towards our economy into the developed countries. So this is the consumption should also be increasing. How we can increase means simply we have to give a construction industry that we have a different type of a concrete here, right? So this plays very important role, and I just want to highlight this particular one. Actually, one second, sir. Actually, yeah, yeah. So this, if you see the particular pattern of the industry, the industry how cement is moved. The industry part is 20%, and the housing dominates with the 60%. Infrastructure moves with this particular pattern of 20%. So here, the challenges for industry is that how to improvise particular this segment and this segment to have a comprehensive and innovation concrete so that it gives you a lot of infrastructure boost to the country as a whole. Moving forward, I just want to show this. I like to show this one. This has been uh, the present slide, which is given by one of my seniors, who always I take as a guru. This showcases the industry or civil engineering pattern where it's a very as a 16 million year old tree, which is have a deep roots in the industry. So I consider as this is a civil engineering, and even when it grows also it creates a lot of waste for the people, means it never distract or obstruct anything, so it grows like anything. So civil engineering is a branch which is often it's called as enormous growing branch, and it is sad that last 2 years we are not able to attract them as many as the students as we required. But as a faculty members, we can very well make understand to students that this is the civil engineering pattern. So I'll just start my presentation. Having said this context, it started with the stone, and it was uh, earlier there is so much available to stone, but it has also a constraint like uh, the moving part. It has to move. Heavy part is a heavy material. It's you cannot move for the largest distances, and the cost was high. But still, if you go to the history, we have built as a human this generation has built lot of structures, being temples or dams or the oldest structure. So having said so about this pattern, so what is the solution right now? It's a solution where we can see that uh, we have to make some alternative for that. Then came the concrete, where it was a solution provider for the replacing the stone. And many of the people they call concrete as a flowing stone because it can be manufactured at any place required. Only 3 4 materials are required. We can place it in any place or any location and manufacture it and place it into whatever shape and form we want. So this is called a flowing stone. And after that, there was a era of called special concretes, which is the topic of today, where we can alter the properties, behaviors of the concrete, composition, performance, whatever the requirement is as a need basis, we can say that that is a special concrete. So conventional concrete has some basic properties everybody knows, needless to explain about that. But what are the special concretes? What are the innovation in concrete happening? I will be explaining in the further course. Right. So this photo actually I have taken way back in 2017 when we offered a solution is when we went for a government requirement project where they want to completely remove these old construction systems, and they wanted to build a very strong durable houses for the people there. So this is called a place called Erevalli, where if you belong to Telangana, people will know that it has a very prominent role where people like ex-CM has his own consistency. He wanted to offer 2 BHK houses for the the people who are actually they are in requirement, and it was one of the main agenda of the people means in the election campaign that he'll give it a free cost. But challenge when he came into power, there was a challenge of construction because he want to build very fast, he want to have a cost reduction, he wants to make a durable building, and also it is an economic vices. So these four challenges to a civil engineer was thrown, and we went to the site when we saw these photos. All these houses which is there, see, which has a yellow marked also, and I'm also trying to show you about this type of structure where you have to replace. And if you go to this, the corner of the building also, if you can see, the old pattern of the wheels, the bullock cars were there also, and the wooden, the frames, whatever are there. So now we have to replace into, we have to transform. We offered a technology called, this is called precast or maybe a shear wall technology where all the structure, when we have a base or foundation, we can erect the entire formwork into a single formwork right from the columns to the beams and to the slabs, and it can be casted at the site at a convenience. And to believe it not, it can be constructed within 7 to 10 days. The whole shell of the structure can be constructed 7 to 10 days. So this is the industry demand where people have accepted. It is earthquake proof basically. It is a fire proof also. It is a very fast to construct, and also within no time people can also occupy these buildings. So this is a classic example where just I was experienced when I joined in Ultratech in Telangana. So after that, what I learned from this particular is that concrete is very safe material. It uses very few natural resources. Unlike people say that it has a lot of carbon footprint. People say that 1 ton of concrete cement produced takes almost 1 ton. But thanks to the new technology, where we are using a supplementary materials, replacing the cement with so many cementing materials, right from the fly ash, GGBS, metacolin, whatever the things which is naturally are not usable. People say that it's a waste material, that is being consumed into the concrete, and we are saving a lot of energy in terms of energy and also the materials. Apart from that, concrete also now using a recycled material. So recycled material, I have a slide on the recycled concrete. Apart from that, to burn the means to start the cement process, there is a lot of requirement to burn the clean. For example, to give energy to the process, where people are using the recycled material right from the scrap tires, which you use as a fuel. In recent time, if you have seen, there's a news called the Maggie was banned. I don't want to name the brand, but having contest that the waste material could not able to dump in anywhere because it has a food grade material. So it can neither be consumed by the humans nor consumed by the animals, or cannot be reused into any form. In that way, the cement industry came forward. They have taken as a Maggie entire this one, which was rejected and which was not allowed by the government to use, was used as a fuel in the cement industry, and we have maintained that ecosystem in them. Even the waste water which is being used in RMC, ready-made concrete, are again being used for the material because it has some cementitious material. So all these are the virtues what I can say the concrete. And if you see, everybody knows a lot of research is going on in industry right now. People are using cementitious material in terms of blended cement, fly ash, GGBC combination. And if you see the recent trend also, the new set of cements are coming. For example, composite cement is one of the innovation is coming into the market, will be coming in future also, to have a blending of two materials like fly ash and GBS can be added, and it has a code now, and it has a very valid reason to for industry because it saves a lot of environmental effects. So these are the effects where people are going, and uh, this recycled material I was talking, the aggregates and everything can be also viewed in next slide. Now coming back to the aesthetic structures, the concrete can be built in a higher to higher areas, taller to taller, whatever shape you want to construct, we can make it. Right from the challenge, if you see in this world right now, people are aiming for constructing a taller and taller structure, which is actually a game changer in the society right now. For example, any country want to attract a tourism, they are claiming that we are going to build a taller to taller structure. For example, for Burj Dubai or any other structure, if you have referred, the tallest structure being referred as a tourism attraction. Now, to make a taller structure, often we cannot make a concrete, I mean, with a conventional concrete. Now, we require some specialized concrete. So in that context only, I will be showcasing some varieties of the concrete in future. So here, this picture represents that concrete can be twisted, can be shaped into any shape, any form, whatever you want, whatever the design we are requiring can be made. And adding to that, the color means you want to have generally concrete is also often considered as a gray material or dark material. It doesn't have a attractiveness. Now, thanks to the new industry, the chemical industry, where we can add lot of pigments, dyes to the concrete and make our concrete very, very colorful like this is been showcased. This is not a painted concrete for the benefit of the audiences here. This is not a painted concrete. It is a concrete where the pigments have been induced into the structures. So this is called 3D concrete. People are aware now. The the topic, the hot topic in the industry, that 3D concrete, 3D printable concrete. Now, whatever the shape can be designed, which cannot be not being easily achieved at the site. Basically, we have a limited resources to mold the concrete or twist the concrete or to have a very, very complex designs. This printable concrete are coming into handy. And for example, this is one slide where I just want to emphasize more on that. As an Ultratech, as Aditya Birla Group, we are also moving in this direction, and we started our journey, and we are also doing some work on the 3D printed concrete. And if everybody is aware how 3D printer may have been seeing into the videos that how the printer is taking shape. So what are the design color or what are the shapes you want, we can design. So this is one form of the concrete which is far, far more ahead of a conventional concrete. Hope, sir, I am audible, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please
Yeah.
continue.
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So this is one of the tallest structure I just want to highlight because it is not made with 3D concrete. If you see the structure of Stalingrad, it is a 80 meters height structure. It has only made with only concrete, no other materials except reinforced steel fibers. Maybe I don't know, but when I go into the history, the source, if you can noted down the below the source and the references which I mentioned, that is one of the 80 meters height concrete structure has been made in Stalingrad in US, Russia. So now coming to the sustainable part, roadways. One of the largest means I can say that it's like a very saddest story that many of the people, that most number of people where people are killed are not by the terrorism or not by the flood affected or not by the natural calamity. Most of the deaths occurring in India are actually happening to the road accident. Road accident is not with the overspeed. It is due to the bad quality of the road. But many of the potholes, if you have seen in the industry, are the main culprits for getting this accident and the casualty of the human beings. Now, with this road, means there's a new technology which I'm going to, or it's not a new, but it's an innovation technology that has transformed and reformed the way we are making the roadways into the country right now. So it is actually, I mean, the cement concrete road, or I can say it's a white top road, are more economical than the asphalt in a long way. When people say that it's BT roads are more durable, but if you calculate actually the life cycle cost (LCA), if you life cycle cost analysis, you see this particular type of a white topping road plays very important. So see, this is one of the example. I just wanted to even more put a more little bit or more attention toward this slide. Basically, this is a road we have taken into the road number 1 in Banjara Hills, where the government of Telangana and GHMC came forward and they asked us, why don't you showcase one example of a road where your whatever you're telling can be implemented into real time. So this is the road where we there's an existing BT road. We chipped this road and use this advanced material paver machine. We bought it from the other part of the region, and the top layer was scrapped, the bottom layer was hardened, and immediately this white top road, which has a thickness of 4 inches to 6 inches to maybe whatever the design as per the requirement, it has made, and there is a thermal gradient grooves were cut, and it was made ready. Even last 12 years, if you see, it is working without any maintenance. It's a zero maintenance road, and you can see the rider comfort on the road. It is absolutely stunning. So I request that when you experience this, only we can see that. The seeing is believing. So this is the white top road where we have done it in this our own Telangana, and one of the new technology I can say that it is really getting this one. After seeing the success, the BJP led government also, the Nitin Gadkari, who was the minister for the roads and transportation, also offered that it can be implemented into all over the parts of the country. So this technology is changing the face of the roadways which are going to construct in future. So concrete pavement, I don't want to discuss further because it's constraint of time. So I just wanted to changes which is happening for making this innovation concrete are also in the material itself. For example, if you see the formwork, which I already explained about the aluminum formwork, is a very, very lightweight material, and it can be fitted with a simple nut and bolt system. With the two levers, with the help of the two levers, we can really make it a concrete business formwork in a faster way rather than to the conventional steel shuttering formwork. If you see this building, all the walls can be also be casted with the this formwork, which is very light. The finishing is very smooth, and this is the example. If you see this one particularly, this is the entire building. All these walls and the slab shuttering, the wall shuttering, even the provision for windows were made, and it was like a single unit. The layer. If you see the calculator, the labors also, if you see, hardly you can see 3 or 4 labors on the site itself. So with the scarcity of skilled labors in the industry right now, this proves very important milestone for us as an industry or as a construction fraternity. If you see, this plays a very important role where we want to increase the phase of the construction. Even the staircase, this is the formwork, and this is the the concrete after this casted one. So entire thing, right from the staircase to the building, can be made into a better way. Like this is the formwork I was talking about. This is the door, window column attached, and everything was there, aluminum. So this can be building. See, if you see the 2006, if this building show that the 4 layers of building can be built very fast, and the formers can be repeated. It can simply taken to the next floor to next floor, and the 16 floors, means 16 days, we can complete the entire 4-story superstructure completed. So believe it that this rapid transition really helps us as a solution provider in the industry, where we can offer that the fastness of building can be constructed without compromising on the quality, the aesthetic parts, the design part, everything can be taken care and as fast as we can build. This is the challenge. Now, so 4 stories are building, being constructed in 16 days. And this for the conventional part also, if you see, at the sites also for the individual houses also, replacement of materials also happening. This is actually a nut and bolt system. People can construct and can really make a wonderful structure without any undulations. For the walls, geo panels, all these are there. So now coming to the innovative or in the next generation concrete, the very much the first recipe I can show you is a lightweight concrete. It is a lightweight concrete. Everybody knows we can be just to reduce the density of the concrete. We can use the lightweight aggregate, or we can infuse the the materials which is required, and we can make concrete very light with the so many materials are required. These are available right now. So for example, this is the foam concrete, which is foam concrete which we manufacture at our own RMC, where the foam is induced with the concrete itself. If you see the density is almost all, we're reducing to 1/6 or 1/8 also, 400 kg per meters cube to 1600. Means strength will be around 1 to 15 MPa, because it is not, it is only for the barrier purpose for the walls and application, which I can also say. It is a very good pumpable material, and the stable air bubble which we have introduced a new system which can occupy in the concrete as a voids, but they are not interconnected. The idea is that if interconnect means there is so many leakage, this problem will be there. So this is the idea new technology which we have been making. This is the foam concrete manufacturing process at RMC. It's a simple technology can be made available at the anywhere now in Telangana or any part of the country. Applications of this foam concretes are many. For example, we can use as a heat insulating material, road subway trench filling, precast panels for non-loading bearing members, or light filling materials in the slopes where we want to give this water inflow, or at very complicated stages, even for the sunken slab to fill also, we can also use as a foam concrete. So lightweight concrete comes into the picture. This video I will be showing after this presentation, and this is one of the variety we call in Ultratech. It's called light corn. Means we have renamed into branded into a light corn, which can be used. The it's a very light material, can be pumpable. What I was trying to say, and it can be, see, the if you want to increase the height of the flooring, or we want to maintain a slope, this can be used as a filler material. So now self-compacting concrete, people are very much aware of this one. So in Ultratech also we have a name called free flow plus concrete, which gives you a very consistent self-compacting concrete, which have so many advantage in the market right now. And these are the structures, for example, whether for Ultratech, where we executed this project called Hypercon, which high strength concrete with self-compacting concrete. And if you see, the grade of concrete can be M10 to M60, and the fresh property of concrete should be a minimum 500 flow. When we test it at the site in the flow table, the 500 should be there. So these are the challenges which are made, and the challenge was that should not use more than 25% of the fly ash. Having said so, we have used VMA and also other materials which can enable for making your concrete a self-compacting concrete. This is executed in one of the project called Agniva Park Development. And these are some of the project we have associated with the Gammon India, also where the 40 M40 raft concrete and M80 shear column was also. If you see the congestion of the reinforcement, it's a very challenging for a civil engineers to make a concrete after a designers give this kind of a reinforcement details. So if you say hardly any, we cannot put our finger also in that. The complicated reinforcement can be also taken care with the help of this called self-compacting concrete. Okay, so if you see this, the leakages issue right now, one of the main culprit for industry, the degradation of the buildings, or the repairs, which is often we can see in the buildings, even the newly constructed buildings, we see that there's leakages, which is giving a lot of revenue loss to the builders and to the contractors also. So having understood the problem of the clients, we have designed a guaranteed concrete which is called aqua sealed, which allows you to have a guarantee of the concrete with 10 years, and also it doesn't allow water to leak especially in the basement areas. So if you are going to the larger structures, that can be used with can be used with the crystalline technology, where we try to plug these gaps. The crystalline technology, where you have a hardened gel will be there, and when there is a small crack also, with the ingress of moisture, moisture and the gel reacts, and it occupies the space created by the cracks and seals that one, and never allows the water to pass through. So this is one concrete where we are giving a waterproof guaranteed concrete for the damage. Now we have a fire safety in Hyderabad. If you see, every year we see that there is a fire accident. Many people have lost their lives. Many buildings have this one. Recently, we have also seen in Nalgonda. So, this concrete Basically, it is called a fire-safe concrete. We manufacture from our RMC. It is called fire-safe concrete. It's a fire-resistant concrete where it has a vermiculite-based concrete. Means it allows to retard or delay the concrete with the delay the firing rate of the concrete, which is helpful to evacuate the people also and to stop the loss of the revenue or the properties occurring to the this kind of accidents. So these are the new type of concrete where we can give a customized to the concrete based on the requirement. Now these are the some pictorial graphs where we have seen that testing procedure. I just want to show because interest of the academic interest, because how we are doing, and this is the type of the concrete we have tried to, especially we do it in the depths of the lifts where the fire tries to aggregate when there is an accident and fire. So these areas we try to restrict and do it. Now one set of the concrete is also changing now. The when we see the concrete as a property of the concrete, it should be hard, it should be durable, it should not allow water to pass through, it should be very, very dense. Against this one, we are trying to reverse the property of the concrete, which is called pervious concrete, which allows water to pass through. So, which is actually have a lot of value right now, because when we see this scarcity of the rain in the industry, in summer we have seen many cities are actually struggling to get water because of the concrete roads which have been paved and it's not allowing water to pass through. The ground table was not able to recharge. To have this solution, we have means as an industry, there is a concept called pervious concrete, which is actually can be made into the RMC on our plants. And if you see the data parameters of this one is a compressive strength we can plan to manufacture from 3 MP to MPa to the 20 MPa. Porosity will be the, because it's called the drainage based on the rainfall or the area of the catchment or the requirement. We can design the porosity, drainage also, and water cement also. If you see 0.2 32, 0.232, 0.4 mm for water cement, sorry, not mm, 0.32, 0.2 to 0.4 mm. Pore size is 8 mm to 2 mm. So here, what I'm trying to explain that whatever the requirement of the client, the background of photo is very interesting one, which is actually when I was in the RMC lab, we had made one no fines concrete. Actually, it can be termed as a pervious concrete. Though the pores are interconnected, it allows the waters to pass through this one. So this is actually one of the variety of the concrete can be done. And this is one video where it is in one of the exhibition we have displayed this concrete, where if you can see the water is passing through the concrete surface itself. So what is the application? If you see the applications also there, if you can see the parking lots nearby, any water-logged areas or water recharged area required, we can ask this as a solution provider. When rainfalls comes, the water will be discharged and our purpose of parking will also be solved. For example, in the parking areas or walking areas where we need not to cut these plants, or we need not require any means we not have to have a drainage proper facility, we can make this a walkways as a pervious concrete. People can walk through and also helpful for the water to pass. These are some example, real example of executed at the site as a requirement of the client, where we executed this pervious concrete. And if you see this particular right hand side of mine, this is a water recharge pit where we, for the rainwater harvesting pit, we have made it. And it is one of the area where we have made in Chennai, where M20 grade of concrete was casted for the walkway for their application. So these are the application where we can use right from the residential roads to the all these mentioned numbers, right? So recycled aggregates are coming into the in a picture where many structures are being demolished and the industry waste are been often thrown as a waste material only. So where we can also take it as this recycled aggregate and make a new concrete out of it, or we can use as a part of a concrete itself and try to make a green building concrete. So this actually plays very important role right now, which is throwing a light on how to use this the aggregate which has been actually been lying wasted in so many places right now. So government has also moving industrial waste as a part of people are taking and they're recycling. And we have seen that recycled the fine aggregate also people are trying to make. There are so many industries. Recently, I was in one of the green building exhibition. I have seen that the people are also trying to make the recycled uh, fine aggregate also. Means like you said, naturally sand is extracted only. The process is simple, very. It is not that much complicated, but I can say that it can be used as a recycled material. Now, after moving towards, I just want to throw your attention on the decorative concrete, which is actually it's like an imagination of the civil engineer where the gray material means people say that concrete can be painted means because it is the base of a gray material, it's a dull looking material. But the finishes, what we are trying to make is now the thanks to the modern chemical industry or chemical processes in the industry where we're trying to make more concrete as a colorful one. So, for example, this particular slide show that even during the manufacture, it's a core of the concrete itself, we can make it colorful also. So when we make it colorful, there are so many pigments can be added. For example, I will tell you about this architectural concrete, where if you see these particular photos, all this flooring, finishing, everything are made with the concrete itself. So you want to replace the stone, we are trying to replace. We want to replace the tiles, we can replace, and the longevity of the structures. If you see this longevity, it's very, very long because it takes almost 20 years also. And maintenance is very easy. It's a washable area. Part we can really, whenever it is required, we can wash it, or we can again also use some enhancers to make it more colorful. So these are the particular glimpses where I can say that case studies where we have executed in this project where all this decorative concrete have been applied at the sites. Okay, so after moving by even this, we want to replace in the kids area where many of the gated communities they don't want to have all these issues of this one. We can make a ludo point, we can make a number fire safety assembling phase or checker chest pattern, whatever the things you want, and the granite finishing, natural stone finishing, everywhere we can make it with the color concrete or decorated concrete. Now, these are some of the polished concrete. The concrete itself is replacing the granite. It's a natural material though, but we want to make it in a granite form. People are asking that granite can be, it's very hard and it's heavy to wear. It often increases your dead load in the structure. But having, when we encapsulate same pattern into the concrete itself, this can be polished one. The pattern, if you are seeing, this is a glossy finishing all are the ultratech decor concrete or decorative concrete, we can say that. So these are the sandpaper finishing, everything. So for the polished concrete, I would like to take you for the industrial part where we have a large walkways. People like for example uh, uh, a shopping complex or a community malls where we require large spaces and people use the tiles or the other varieties for the this one. But if you see the footfalls, the abrasion will be more on the surfaces. To have this abrasion resisting on these floors, these polished concrete are coming into the rescue of the contractors and the customers also, which can be easily casted either with the lay of the with the steel fibers or the fiber mesh normal polypropylene fibers and can be made into a very, very good looking, decent mall. So what happens now if you have a joints, it makes your a space constraint. It looks like it is been concised. When you have an open kind of this kind of a flooring, your shopping mall or area will be looking a little bit larger. So this is called actually when we see on the beholder's eye, this particular concrete plays very important role both in the aesthetic part also and strength and durability part also. Some of the areas where we applied are called I floors, which is called industrial flooring, where you can get a high strength of the grade, right from M40 to M80 we can design in a simple way, and we have a trained applicator, they can execute this project also. Now, moving forward to the other concrete, it's called a stained concrete. A stained concrete where which can be etched with the acid, and we can make the colors. So few glimpses actually. It is not been executed. Just want to benefit of the audience. We have collected from the different areas and internet also. And if you see this acid, this is not a natural stone. So actually, this been as the concrete has been etched with the acids, make it colorful. And this whatever the patterns you would like to have, we can make it with the this one. Because of the dyes, the pigments which are using, we can make lot of these kind of varieties of the concrete, right from this kind of a pattern, multiple pattern, or whatever the patterns you want, you can make it with the dyes in the concrete itself. This is a decorative concrete where the disadvantage of the paver blocks when you are want to have a in an area of parking or any larger areas, the playground, or you want to have this walking areas, basically where we can see that these paver blocks are actually having a advantage where it can already we can take the water inside. But if one of the paver blocks comes out due to the undulation or unstable condition at the bed, this will lead to a lot of problem now. The growth of the tree, unwanted algae and the tree, the grasses is also not convenient for maintenance. So we can replace this entire with the concrete which have so many patterns over here. So this is a wood finishing, and this is the stone finishing also. So how we are moving with this is called the decorative concrete, and these are some of the patterns I already showed to you. And this is called stamp concrete, where we have a specific design. You want to replace the granite stone, we can replace, and we can use at any places like right from the swimming pool, patios, sitting areas, or internal areas, or this one. So some of the patterns I just want to show you for the benefit of this one. So after that, you have seen we have people are talking about a lot about high ultra performance concrete UHPC, where the strength we can achieve with a very lean structure. Means we can reduce the element size also. For example, we can use as the facades, recess built bridges, and architectural structures, or whatever the imaginations we have, we can translate by using this ultra performance concrete. So recently, if you see, we have executed, we have this ready-made facades in Ultratech, or if you can be customized with the customers also based on the requirement. So the strength, if you see, the strength, if you can see, it is almost all 170 MPa we can achieve with 25 MPa flexural strength. So this is enormous activities, which is, I can say that the benefits of high ultra performance, we can reduce the structures size, and can be transferred to any shapes. The stencil flows are into the pictures now, where we can transform our old cultural transformation. For example, you won't have this pattern, it can be easily transferred into this pattern by stenciling on the floors itself. So this is actually one of the ideas where I want to showcase that this is the areas where civil engineers are not restricted only with the strength or the application part. Whatever the designs or the imagination or colorful you want to have, you can make it around. So I was talking about this concrete furniture, and few furnitures, for example, we can replace the wood itself. Having these panels with this one, a simple panel can be again with painted with all this one, make it a more decorative, and you can replace the wood itself. So wood, everybody knows it has become very costly now, and we are not getting the right quality of wood. The termites have been attacking the wood. The maintenance is very hard and tough. So we can replace this one also. So this can be seen. These are the areas where even the staircases, the benches, the decorative items in your homes, everything can be made. Even the gates also. The gates also been manufactured with the concrete. It is not a steel or the iron gates. It is only a gate made with the concrete itself. So coming forwards, moving forward, the concrete tops can be also manufactured. These are some photos I just want to show this. This is not been executed by anybody in India. I'm not sure, but these are the ideas we can also explore for the students. We can make interested kind of this one, people will be more interested to do as a project itself for the students, and they can benefit it a lot. So even this the sinks and vessels, whatever things are there, we can make it with the concrete. These are the real pictures where you executed in concrete ratios, where wherever you required, you can translate the replace the conventional this one also. So all these are made with the concrete itself. This is the pattern where we can look forward for the multiple designs. The kitchen places are also there. Now I'll take you towards a little bit move forward, where I can say that what are the people are looking for the future concrete. So future concretes are like photo engraved concrete, where with a technology called sterility technology, we can imprint our photo or the the requirement image on the concrete itself. So for example, this photo shows that this what are the photos we can see? We can use it. Use it. Sorry, I just moved a little bit early. So suppose these are the facades where we can directly put our photos on the surfaces, and that will save a lot of money, because when you go for the commercial buildings, they often go for the branding also, which takes a lot of money. And so this branding can be minimized with directly the what are the material or matter we want to print it on the concrete can be imprinted. So very useful. This will be a future technology. It will be one of the game changer in the concrete industry. Now it's called a transparent concrete. People have seen. I think many people are aware. But if you see this one, it has a lot of advantage. Where if you see this glass fibers have been mixed, which absorb the light and makes as the glasses also. So when light is thrown, it will become like a glass. When it lies is withdrawn from the concrete, it becomes normally opaque surfaces. For example, I just want to play this video because it is very interesting video. So I thought I'll play, but I hope it plays because yeah. So we'll play after this one. So this is called a concrete where it glows in the dark actually. So means with the natural lighting also we can make our concrete glow. So that is some of the C3, 4 patterns I've inserted in the slide for the benefit of our members who have attending this particular program, where we can make our concrete really glow. So this will help where there is no requirement, where there is no availability of electricity, or maybe where there is a constraint of the areas where we can pave a way, we can showcase, means people who are often get confused for the areas, we can show this one, make a decorative kind of these parks. People will be walking more on this concrete surface. So here, what I'm trying to say that we have seen some photos where we have replaced stone, we have replaced steel, we have replaced wood, we are also replacing the natural light, means light with the unnatural, means normal electricity, the natural light. So these are the things where people have seen this concrete can be bended, and with the fibers we can add concrete also can be bended. The papercrete is one variety of concrete where people are trying to reuse the waste material from the way the paper which has been often thrown into dustbins and other materials can be also added into the concrete, trying to make a blocks whatever required, and it can be used as a furniture or the walls or the materials which is required. So this is called inflatable concrete homes, where this particular comes into the concrete way. It's a cloth way where it can be rolled, when it can be pumped through the air compressor, and water can be sprayed on that, and it becomes very hard, thin shell structure. And even we have seen some videos there where it is also a bulletproof also. So it is often used for the medical emergency or natural calamities. If you want to have some rehabilitation areas, this can be used in a faster way. So this the cementitious material along with the polymers can be integrated into the fiber itself, and which can be rolled, and we can use it whenever it is required. Okay, so these are some of the concrete where they're trying to the new innovations have been happening. The concrete pod, everybody knows that people can be making a concrete pod, and it can be this thin structure, very lean structure, can be executed in a faster way. And these are the pods, and many of the people I think are more interested in this kind of a concrete where bacteria can be induced, and make our concrete very greener material, where it acts as a uh, uh, repair kind of material. Whenever there is a crack, the concrete, the bacteria will be in a dormant stage, and when there is a opening in the concrete itself, the bacteria uh, gets the moisture, and moisture, through moisture it grows and occupies the space created or the cracks there, and seals the concrete surfaces and makes your concrete very strong and durable. So this concrete, after I just want to take it Ultratech wise, because right from the fire safe to light con, decor concrete floors, pervious, all these concretes are can be manufactured now with the Ultratech variety. So I request that any students who are interested, those who are from academic background, if you wanted to see this specific kind of a concrete, please come to us. We'll arrange one demo at our RMC plant. You can see, and you can also help us to also make some new variety of the concrete. You can also share your knowledge experience so that we can economize the mix and benefit to the total fraternity of civil engineering. These are the solution way. I just want to close. I will not. I'll take not much than another 10 minutes. So these are the thermocon, which is called a thermo temperature controlled concrete. This is actual requirement where there is a mass concrete is there, and there is a where we have a thermal influence. For example, dams. If you want to do there is a rise in temperature in the mass in the concrete itself. So to restrict that, we can use this concrete by using materials which is having ability to reduce the core temperature of mass concrete, especially in dams. And also we can use some ice and other things to reduce the temperature. So the cooling of the aggregates, right from the cooling of the aggregates, all these can be done. So this will help you into the future also. Now, Ultratech also we have a thermocon where we have it is in the Mumbai, where if you see the temperature of the concrete has been constantly monitored and ensure that it has not been risen and it is maintained. So that mass concrete, this M50 of the grade of concrete, if you can see, the temperature is maintained in a very well way. So these are the areas where we can also increase the strength of the concrete. We call Duraplus, where you use the concrete and if you want to have a higher grade of concrete, you can make it with this Dura Plus. Now the fibers also, if you see, have been added with the concrete and Ultratech, can make your concrete very smooth finishing and durable finishing also. And it also, like these areas of the pain areas like corrosions. I will also deal with the next variety of the concrete. Honeycombing in the concrete can also result. So this can be also addressed by this kind of a fiber concrete. So this is called fiber concrete. This is called a chip concrete. This is a new, I can say, the next generation concrete. Unlike Swiggy and Zomato, where you order the food and it delivered to you, you can order your concrete in a smaller way, smaller batching or smaller requirement for making your concrete. Means you don't want to waste any materials. When you engage your small portion of concrete, the labor charge is also high, application part is also high. So this what happens? So this concrete will be coming into the bucket forms, and also it can be transferred to the simple truck, and also for example, in bags also we have this facility, dry mix material, and it will dry this can be cutted and added some water, and we can use ready-madely. So for filling of material, starters, or any staircase repair or small repairs, we can use it this one. So this variety is actually now been widely receiving a overwhelming response from the customers now. Many of the customers are asking for the repair. For example, JHFC is using for this variety of concrete for the repair of the area of where the drainage area where the capping is required, or to strengthen the concrete where immediately we have to plug this one. Some small pot areas, potholes, we can be also address this one. Starters, I already mentioned. All this can be made. Now coming to this variety of the concrete, we have also called a corro protection guaranteed concrete, where we ensure that your concrete is not being affected by the corrosion. Corrosion is often termed as a cancer in the building, and it also deteriorates your structure's life, quality of life. So this can be with the help of this corrosion inhibitor. we can also help for this one. So what happens? It maintains the pH value of the concrete. You know that it's a basic one like 13 to 14. It maintains. It doesn't allow to make active state, and the chlorides we infuse also been mitigated with this corrosion. So this is called TTCI additive, which complies with a ASTM G109 and efficiency of 98%. It can improve the grade of concrete with corrosion also. So coming back for this one, especially when we see the marine structure, basically when for the pile foundation or the bridges, culverts, or the buildings near the coastal areas can also be useful for this kind of a concrete. So this can be game changer. Conventional concrete has been remodeled or rechanged. This I have got it from the internet where people are using a moss as a concrete where it helps you to in the normal concrete itself, but material where you don't need to apply for the plastering or make it beautiful. You can induce this moss. It will cover. It will make your concrete green. It will retain your moisture there. It will make your concrete a little bit cooler also in areas which is warmer or hotter. So this is an area where we allow moss to grow on the concrete surface, be it a vertical or a normal walls or a floors. We can use this one, right? So these are the smart concrete now technologies, which actually, if you can see, you can monitor your structure because inside a concrete we can place some sensor and we can observe the strength development. Later course of time, we can regularly monitor the behavior of the concrete strength development, and also it can also gives an idea that how much strength it will load, or what capacity it will take it. What is the life cycle of the building? It all be around, and it can be connected to the systems. And which is most useful will be for the academic part where you want to develop a newer type of the concrete. So this is called as smarter way for concrete. And going forward, I would like to say that this is a photo which I like to have taken from one of the presentation from my seniors, where the car itself can be manufactured from the concrete. So we also see that one of the lowest efficiency car or the cheapest car maybe this Alto or uh, uh, Nano car. Now we can use this fibrous concrete and we can make it into the car, and it is called macro-free defect concrete, where even it is hit by a hard substance, it will not crack or it will not give away. So this is actually called the innovation, where we can see the new things have been happening. And moving forward, I just want to highlight we are not restricted to Earth now. We are looking at the top of the moon, where we see that we can see that the large playgrounds can be built, research stations can be built, or structures which is ready to occupy, and it can be also used as a stepping stone. This is a area where we can stop and go for the Mars exploration. So all these are the lunar concrete applications where people are thinking. We may not know that in the future many of the engineers will like to go to the moon for execution of project itself. So these are some changes which is happening in current industry, and this is a new click. Even the cement also can be manufactured at the moon itself, because the studies will show that a lot of lime materials are available, which can be also directly we can manufacture cement there itself and try to construct the buildings now. Now, concluding remarks, if you see, before I start this one, I want to highlight that is Ultratech, which is one of the largest manufacturers of cement, which is having almost all the number one position way of in India where manufacturing capacity, and it's a world third largest manufacturing company. So we are often looking forward to diversify the cement uses, be in the innovation concrete or innovative concrete, what I trying to explain last 1 hour. And also we are trying to make a lot of varieties of the cement for the benefit of our customers. Now, having understood the pain points of the customer, we are one of the company which are going forward as a solution provider company. The solution mindset may be in terms of wherever you have a pain, wherever you have a requirement to understand that you want more information on the concrete execution of project, or you want anything to be built, own house or a dream house, you can simply download a UTech app is there from Ultratech recently launched. It is available, or you can from Play Store and also the Android also. It is called UTech by Ultratech, which have a slogan called Ghar Banega, Sahi Banega. In Telugu, we can say that ఇల్లు కట్టుకోండి సరిగా కట్టుకోండి. So we have seen that even despite moving from the variety of the concrete, now we are challenging in the skill set of the laborers. We see a lot of problems with the constructing a house. So that app can be downloaded from your side also, and you just go through. There's a lot of articles are there for the renewable energy, new concrete technologies, rainwater harvesting, sustainable materials. Even from the matter of fact, we can also offer a solution called anti-termite treatment, which can be taken as a service, and you can protect your buildings in a longer way. So what I meant is that this is not a promotional one. I just want to highlight what industry is moving towards, which none other the company is moving except Ultratech. So concrete, which help to achieve real sustainable development, which I have already shared with you about the changing products and other things, and it's not a structural product anymore now. We are looking at the as a style of material where it gives you a total solution provider. So we want to cover means wall, we can beautify our walls also. Concrete has an incredible design versatility and flexibility, as I shown you in earlier in my slide. So we have to remove the myth that concrete is only can be made into the linear shape or the shapes which has a regular form. We can make it into any shape and forms also. And the myth of concrete is one of the environmental effective material. It often emitting a lot of carbon dioxide in the material. So now, with the help of this, all these resources, all the waste material being added into the concrete, which are making, we are making a carbon-free concrete itself in future. So these are the remarks. Actually, if you see the economic benefits also, it is like effectiveness, the longevity, the reducing in the costing, and all these are actually making your concrete durable and smart, and one of the best material to use in the future also. So apart from that, it also gives your social and quality life benefits, because safety wise, the air quality improvement, if you're using a smarter concrete, greener concrete, air quality materials. For example, you are replacing the clay bricks with the AAC blocks, which we have a plant in Hyderabad itself, which actually reduce your dead load by 1/3 of the wall. It replaces the number of joints itself, so that the cracks will not come, so moisture will not come. All this problem related to this will not come, and the leakages. If you go to the Vastu also in a technology where we are not seeing that Vastu, if there is any leakage in your house, it will drain out your money also. So to have all this quality, benefit, life, everything, we should always go for the greener material. So before I conclude, my sincere regards to Dr. Srinivas Garu, who is actually pursuing from last 1 week about his updating of the status, and also following very seriously. And the HOD Satyanarayana Garu, which I know very closely, very near to my heart, and is actually very active in this one. And I have seen Mallikarjun sir also. He is also one of the close associates of me, and personally very helpful for helping all our fraternity. And also I special regards to Sri Raju Garu, SP Raju Garu, who has actually been instrumental for nominating my name and chance to address you all in front of a very learned audience over here. So thank you so much. You can post some questions required, or else we can also take some questions if required, or you can connect with me with this email ID, whatever your questions you can. To the best of my level, I can answer, or I will be able to explain this requirement. Yes, sir. So over to you, sir. And
dear participants, please unmute yourself and ask the questions.
Srinivas Garu,
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Please go
good
ahead.
afternoon, sir.
Sir.
Sir, we are very happy to attend our college FDP program, sir. We are very thankful to you, and we are very thankful to you, sir. And it is a good and informative to all the burden and engineers, as well as new faculty, as well as the research facilities where are available and required, sir. Thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
sir, once again.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Sir, I have one question, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm Hussein. I'm
Yes,
professor
sir.
here. So you have told about the concrete which is corrosion proof,
Yes, sir.
corro protect,
Yes, sir.
corro protect
Yes, sir.
concrete. So can we apply that concrete now to the already existing? For example, if you see that cover is lost, can we
Yes.
apply now existing beams
Yes, sir. Sir, this
or
question,
only new beams only?
Hi, sir. So I have sir, two solution to you. One is that what refer to the corro protect concrete you are talking about. It is only for the new structures only. It is not for the old material or required structure. For the
Already
old,
existing, we have seen
yes,
that cover is lost.
yes, sir.
What to
For
do?
the old structures, we have a solution from Ultratech. We have a division called Ultratech Building Products, where we have two products, sir, which is called 5 Plus, which is actually where if you see the spanning of the concrete cover is already fallen down, and the steel is exposed with the already corroded. So what we can do, we have this coating called 5 Plus. It's a material. It's an anti-corrosive coating, sir. It is a cementitious material which can be diluted with 1 to 3 part or 1 to 2 part, and it can be applied on this one. And apart from that, we have also called SBR material, where we can mix it in the concrete, and it can help you for the joining of the old concrete with the new concrete. Means when you apply that on the surface, the 5 Plus material, it really protect your concrete for further corrosion part. Secondly, it strengthens your building. Third is that when you want to cover that one, means often we see that the new concrete and old concrete will not join. So we have a one of the product which is called a latex polymer rubberized material called SBR. It is a product of Undertech, where you can apply on the concrete itself and bake it. So it will repair your product very faster. Within 2 days, it can solve your problem. Now, second is that we have also have a since you have raised this valid question, which is very pertinent to the industry. Each and every building when we go, we are seeing the signs of this corrosion, sir. Basically, 5 years, 10 years, even the 2 years also building, we are seeing this one. So what is that? Now we have came with a new solution called waterproofing technology, where it has a top layer also we can protect with a top slab. You have where the water directly lands on the top layer and percolate down this way. So there's a lot of top surfaces exposed to the environment. Last time, if you see in the summer also, we have reached to 40 to 45 degree. It opens up a lot of micro cracks in the concrete itself. So what happens now? We have made a one material which is called high flex and flex, which it expands the material up to when applied. When it's applied to the top surface, it expands up to 100 percentage. So what happens that whenever there is a crack, it will not allow to open up on the top surface. So that one material we have innovative material we started. Second material, sir, we have started on the which is called top shield. It's a material where you can apply. It is a coated of 3 mm coat, and it gives you a guarantee of 10 years. We give a guarantee of 10 years, and also it reduces your temperature with the all like 10 degrees. This one, the normal temperature. The second part, sir, we have come with the foundation, where we have seen the rising dampness. Rising dampness you often see where the buildings have been affected. So we have called a Bitupro product, which is a bituminous cementitious material. So not a it's a cold joint. Now what happens? When we during the foundation itself, when you are going up to the foundation footing and plinth level, we can apply this as a coat on the surfaces. So that will also protect your dampness rising. So all these problems can be stopped now. Earlier, this materials was not available. Now it is available from the Undertake. And already I highlighted
Okay,
some.
sir.
participants. Yeah,
Sir,
thank
I
you,
have
sir.
another question. I have another question.
Sir.
I have another question, sir.
Yes, sir.
Nowadays, nanomaterials are coming.
Yes,
Nanomaterials. So,
yes,
don't
sir.
you have any nano concrete?
Sir, actually, frankly speaking, I don't have an idea
Don't you
on
have
that.
a product of nano concrete?
No, sir, we don't have. And frankly speaking, I don't have any idea on the nano concrete or nano material, which is actually, it requires a lot of research happening. Hopefully, maybe in future, we'll be coming with this material also, sir. Nano materials. At present,
Okay,
we
I
don't
have
have.
last.
We don't have.
Uh, okay, I have one last question. You have shown a 16 million year old tree.
Yes, sir.
So, where is it located, sir? And what is the context in which you have told?
Sir, I was referring to the civil engineering, the depth of the roots which is occupied by a tree called civil engineering, and now people are ignoring that tree. But it is actually representing the civil engineering where even it is occupied, it creates a space people to walk through also. So now, when we are now facing a challenge of many people are not showing interest in civil engineering, this slide gives you one pointer to the industry itself that this is one of the oldest branch in is ever for civilization when it started. So this is having a value itself. So one of the many members I have seen when we interact with the faculty members also, many people are, sir, now jobs are not available. Can we try in IT? Can we come into the industry? So I requesting this plant that hold on for some time. Again, this curve of civil engineering will boom, and every will especially academic people will be flourishing in a big way. So this is the idea of representation of civil engineering, which I like to show for all the
Which
presentation.
country it is there, sir? Which country it is located?
It's in US, sir. Actually, US.
US.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the questions, which is very important and pertinent to our today's FDP program.
Sir, there are few questions in the chat box.
Yes, sir.
So there is a question from GVV Satyanarayan, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any special treatments are required for recycled aggregates before using concrete?
Sir, actually, the recycled concrete when we are using, we generally take some quality measures, sir, based right from the testing also, and also the surface cleaning is most important for them. So it should be free from all the debris, dust, and all these loose particles. Second, we also go for the impact test of the concrete, means aggregates, and based on that we try to accommodate the concrete as per the grade requirement. Suppose if the aggregate strength is very less or it's not up to the mark, we go for the very lean mix like M5, M10 also, and it is very higher than we go for the conventional M20 grade of concrete also. So the basic test is nothing that because aggregate is itself is a recycle, I can say inert material. So we cannot, it will not affect, but the top surfaces which is being coated are actually to removed to make it more useful for the concrete mix.
Sir, one more question, sir. What is the price of gyp concrete? And can we use it for potholes in the roads?
Yes, sir. So the second part is very important, sir. It can be used for the potholes repair. It's an instant repair material, sir. You can just take the bucket, fill it up, and within 8 hours or 6 hours, it will work like a normal. It will set harder. So, but first portion of the costing, sir, it is a customized product. It requires a lot of economic calculation. So at present, I don't have an idea, but as per the quantity, as per the distance, as per the availability in the sense like when you are ordering, it is in the evening or the morning. Based on that, it can be given to you and the grade of the concrete, especially that we are requiring. So that can be customer. You can reach to us and we will give you the best price available. But it will be more than definitely it is more than 6 times more than the conventional concrete itself, sir. It will be more only, sir. It will not be less.
Okay.
Because maybe we are manufacturing in the dry quantity, dry mix state. We are packing, we are transporting, and so many fibers have been added, polymers been added into this, so that it will, when water is added, it will start working as fast as it can. So that is a challenge, sir. So that is the why it is little bit costlier than the conventional concrete.
Okay, any more questions, please? I think there are no questions, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
sir.
So any students, if you are interested doing some project work, you can send it, sir, on the concrete which I have shown to you. So we can take it as a project, and they can also improve their knowledge level, sir.
Okay, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Myself, I am Rajesh from Guru Nanak Institution.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you, is there any manufacturing of bacterial concrete at your plant, sir?
Which concrete, sir?
Bacterial concrete, sir.
Sir, right now we are not doing any work on bacterial concrete. This is actually I have showed this can be done, but we are not doing, sir. At our Ultratech, we are not doing, sir.
Okay, sir. And
Only just
actually,
to have an idea on that.
but unfortunately, the incubation is not possible at our laboratory. So whatever
Okay,
the
sir.
bacteria get it, that bacteria is died. So that's why
Yes.
once I have to meet you and how to make the process of bacterial incubation and everything.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah, ma'am.
Definitely, sir.
Okay, sir.
I can
Thank you.
help you out, sir, by sharing my seniors number and experts members in Ultratech. They can help you out also, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Srinivas sir, thank you very much for accepting our invitation, and you explained very well about recycled materials in concrete, 3D printed concrete, lightweight pervious concrete, decorative concrete, and you highlighted future concrete also, that is photo engraved concrete, translucent concrete, bendable concrete, papercrete concrete, and gyp concrete as well. So thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And thank you for the audience also for being patient for an entire 1 hour and maintaining the silence. Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir. In
Yes.
spite of your busy schedule, you spent your valuable time. Thank you. Thank you very
It's
much, sir.
it's a privilege for us also, sir, to associate with one of the prestigious college in the Telangana, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank
Dear
you, sir.
participants, now being a convener of this FDP, let me tell the conclusion remarks. Total 80 faculty have registered for this FDP from various engineering colleges across the state, like CVR College of Engineering, Matrusri Engineering College, Vardhaman Engineering College, VJIT, Geetanjali Engineering College, Mallareddy Engineering College, Geetam University, Aeronautical Engineering College, CMR, MVSR, KG Reddy, and so on. Few faculty have joined from Chhattisgarh and Maharashtra also. This FDP covered the topics on design of pile foundations, including micropiles, IoT-enabled system for water purification and generation, road safety awareness, developments in the fields of building construction and relocation, next generation concrete. Dear participants, I hope that everybody of you must have enjoyed this FDP. I am sure that all the participants would have benefited from all the sessions conducted during this FDP. And I congratulate all the participants. Now it's my honor to propose vote of thanks. First of all, I am thankful to the management of GRIT for providing us an opportunity to conduct this 1 week FDP. And I'm also thankful to the Honorable Dr. Jandyalayan Murthy sir, the director of GRIT, for continuous support and encouragement to successfully complete this FDP. I am thankful to respected Dr. J. Praveen sir, the principal of GRIT, for his guidance in conducting this FDP. I am also thankful to respected Dr. KVS Raju sir, senior AO of GRIT, for his continuous support. I am also thankful to Dr. GVV Satyanarayan sir, HOD of Civil Engineering, GRIT, for the support he has given throughout the FDP. I thank to all the speakers who have presented during the FDP. Without their support, this FDP would not have completed successfully. I am also thankful to the advisory and organizing committee members who helped me directly or indirectly in successful completion of this FDP. And my special thanks to Dr. Muhammad Hussain sir, SP Raj sir, T. Srikanth sir, Prakash sir, Vivek sir, and Hemalata madam in successful completion of this FDP. Last but not the least, I thank all the participants of various engineering colleges for attending this FDP. Thank you, one and all. Dear
Srinivas sir,
participants, I share feedback link in WhatsApp group. Please fill up that feedback link and get the certificate. Thank you, one and all.